Okay, hello. This is Ryan Lockwood, and I'm doing a Surface One agent tutorial for any aspiring GoldenEye runner. But I'm also probably doing this because I had the idea of probably making one for Eric Bond. I don't know, maybe he'd appreciate it, but I thought it might make me make one. And I want Eric to be in the NA crew, so I'm going to make this for him. And I think that he can get 102. And yeah, but anyways, so let's get started here. The main point to 102 is all strafing, okay? It's pure strafing, okay? I mean, the locks, oh my god, I gotta do fast locks, this and that. Like, everybody's so obsessed with the locks. Like, forget about the locks. The locks will be, the locks are the locks. You just gotta do an 18-shot lock where you have 12 bullets left in your clip as you're falling down into the hole. It's possible to do 15-shot locks on console. I have done them. It's perfect locks actually when you do a 15-shot. And obviously when you land to do the locks, you want to land more to the left, like in center left. If you're landing towards the right, you lag. But anyways, yeah. So it's not so much the locks. A standard 18-shot lock will get 102. That's what you need. And it's all mainly strafing. But then another point in the ending, important part in the ending is making sure that you quickly warp. When you're approaching the ladder, you want to make it so that right as you're hitting the ladder, losing no time, like right as you touch it, you want to like zip up the ladder and just like land to do the locks. That's where everybody like usually loses 102, and it's totally overlooked. They're like, well, I warped the ladder. Yeah, but did you warp it quickly is the real question. And that's what really gets 102 is solid strafing and a quick ladder warp. I can't even stress it enough. It's what I had trouble with. It's what David Clemens taught me. So please listen to me, because I am also passing on information that David Clemens gave me, okay? Alright, so in the beginning here, it's pretty standard. You cut the first cinema and you watch the second, so the KF7 guard is in position, so when you make your strafe line, you can slap him and take the KF7 from him. And you want to slap him so you can just hold your strafe line, not lose any speed, and the slap will it'll kill him. But anyways, so yeah. And also in the beginning, when you make your first line towards the tree line, right in the beginning, right when the run starts, and you get control of Bond, you just make sure you just want to set up your line quickly and just kind of look to the, you're going to be playing 1.2, you just, look to the left, hold right strafe, and just look to the left immediately. Don't worry about looking down so fast, as you will see right here. When I went for this, I would always do like a diagonal kind of thing where I'd look down and turn sideways at the same time, and I actually think it would lose time because I'm not setting up my strafe line as fast as I could, and I probably lost a couple hundredths or whatever. But you just want to make sure that you set up your line. Just quickly look left and set up your line towards the tree line here, and make it so you don't have to do any adjustments. If you make adjustments, that means your line wasn't perfect. So you just wanted strafe. I made a slight adjustment there, but it was fine. That was a really tight line. It was basically perfect strafe. That's perfect strafing right there. I mean, it's such a tight line. Like, I made it, like, yeah. So that's what you want to do right there is you'll kind of go over there and you can look at the ground and the markings to know if you're strafing it well. But anyway, so once you hit the tree line, so let's wait here. You want to stay close to the tree line. I mean, there's one part where you can kind of fall off it a little bit because the tree line kind of meets back up with you and goes right again. See there? As you just saw right there. You don't have to stay like right along the wall there if you don't have to. Whoops. Sorry. So, like, right there, kind of come off it. But the important part is coming up here, and the important part is when you make your first line to go get the KF7. Sorry, I have to start back here because my video is like weird and it freezes for a little bit. But you want to go kind of like directly by the hut. And when I say that, like, just watch here, you'll see what I mean. You want to you keep look down, don't look up, you'll lose time, it'll lag. You keep your look down and kind of set up a line to where you're going by the hut just like that. So you kind of want to be close to it, like that. See how close I am? See where I'm going? You get out the sniper rifle and slap the guard. The guard should be in your path. I may have to make a slight adjustment, but the problem, and the most important part is here. Okay, you slap the guard, and now if you notice, right when I slap the guard, I continue along the snow, like right here, look, with my mouse, right here, on this dark spot, right here on the edge next to the path, right here where I'm running. And then I slowly guide into the path, and I'm going left. And the reason is because this is all the important, this is how you get a 102 pace, is that right when you kill this guard, you want to stay left. And this was a big problem I had, David was trying to help me with. Because if you, I see a lot of people, they like make an immediate line and go right. And you know, depending upon like what kind of angle or however you do your turn back as you're in the beginning when you're against the tree line and you're making your initial strafe line to go past the hut and kill the KF7 guard, you know, that all depends, but you want to stay left, because if you go right, the tower is kind of like a little bit off the left of the path, so like you want to drift left, and you don't want to stay too much right. So like as I do in my video right here, after I slap this guard, I stay kind of along the path, and that's what Brian Boshard does too, and his strafing was perfect because he had terrible locks and still got 102, so I copied him because he had perfect strafing. So stay along the path, kind of like near the dark spot, and kind of start drifting left on the path, and you'll be going from the middle and the left, and then you'll notice, because then you won't be drifting off, losing a whole bunch of time. If you're like a couple degrees off, you'll lose so much time. So you just want to stay left, and you'll see where I end up on my strafe line here. And as you can look in the snow here, you'll see a couple markings. I'll show you some really markings that I look for to know that I'm perfect. It's coming up here. Is this dot in the snow? I'll show you better once I see it. You kinda, it's like a dark dot. I can't explain it anymore. It's like right there. It's like a purplish looking dot, and it's like so noticeable. I can see it on everybody's run. Everybody probably knows what I'm talking about. You kind of want to be a little bit to the left of this dot, like kind of going right over it and a little bit to the left. And there's a music cue I use for this dot too, but I'm not going to explain that. And you kind of want to be going, if you'll know if you're perfect, you'll be like running right over this purple area dot. You can go explore the map and go look for it, but you go right over it and go just a hair to the left. Wait, let me rewind again. So, get the PB7, go a little bit to the left, and you'll notice I'm coming right up on the tower, so tight. So, come right up, tight turns here. Try to open these doors as quickly as possible there, because you'll lose time because you'll hit the doors. You want to open them from a little far away so you can just go right through them. This is all pretty standard, just really tight strafing here. Try to open that door. Try not to get stuck on that door and open it quickly, obviously. The tower's like, see, this level's straightforward. It's not like, oh, do this, do that. I mean, I could explain the strafing here, though. I do right strafe all the way up, then I do left strafe right here, right strafe. I hold right strafe all the way down, and I just hold it. I just hold right strafe all the way down. So that's what I think Rayan does. So right strafe here, just hold right strafe, right strafe. It's all pretty standard. You just got to watch. And right here, you kind of want to get close to the door on the left here and set up a nice little line. You'll see this marking in the snow, and you kind of want to go to the left of that. And then, like I said, you want to get a quick warp. That warp was pretty fast. It's not the fastest warp, but like I said, my strafing was good, so I landed to the left center and finished. So I mean, surface is all about like setting up that first initial line, and really, you know, make sure you're staying left and kind of going along the path there at first, right after you slap the KF7 guard there. Then you drift into the path, and then you're drifting past it, drifting left. And you want to stay left, and you will not lose any time that way. You will get 102 paces more consistently. You will get them more often, and it'll make going for 102 easier. You want to make sure that you have a really quick warp, and then land more towards the left if you can, so you have low lag for the locks. And a standard 18-shot lock will get you a 102, and hopefully you will get one like that. It's sick. When it came up, I was pretty happy about it. The warp was pretty quickly. I mean, I probably got stuck there for, you know, who knows, probably, I don't know. That was not the best warp, but I got lucky. I probably got a 102, you know, 0.9x or whatever. So, but however, my strafing is what honestly saved the run. So yeah, quick back run through. I'll just run through the whole video one last time, just like really quickly, and just explain everything again. Cut first cinema, watch second. Just quickly, just start strafing and making a bullet shot strafe line. Don't worry about looking down right away. Just set up your line, then look down. Real tight. Try not to make any adjustments. Stay close to the tree line like this. Just like this. Strafe line, stay left, stay close to the hut, stay left, stay left. You just wanna keep that line. Slap the guard, stay left, keep staying left like this. Drift off into the path, stay left, go left. I can't stress it enough. Stay left, keep going, go right over that purple dot. Boom, perfect strafe line. Into the tower. Try to hit it, you know. Try to hit that B press kind of early so I don't get stuck on the door. That door was okay. That door to the console was okay. I did, but you know, try to do your B presses early so you don't get stuck on the doors. Stay tight line there, leaving the tower. Get close to the doors. Quick warp. 18-shot lock. Remember, try to land a little bit to the left. When you warp up there, try to land a little bit to the left so the locks aren't laggy. Okay, it's pretty easy, pretty straight up level. I hope this kind of helps some people. Like, there's not much to it, you know. You got to use look down and set up your perfect strafe lines. You know, it's a simple, straightforward level. There's not much to really. It's not as in depth as Silo is or something. You know, it's a straightforward level, but I'm giving you my knowledge of what I know to how to get 102 pace. I used music off because I used to get nervous whenever I heard how fast my run was on. I would always get 102 paces, and the music would just make me so nervous. So I mean, I just decided to turn the music off. And yeah, I recommend using music at first, so you kind of like learn it. Because then if you turn it off right away, you might be losing time places that you don't know. Like, you'd be like, holy shit, I didn't even know I was losing time there. So at first, maybe play with the music, and then you could turn it off later, probably. But okay, hope this helped. Thank you.